Hello, Michigan and Mid-Michigan. Welcome to Clare High School, home of the Pioneers, for some Jack Pine volleyball action. This is your Woods Household pregame show here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Chris Spotman flying solo tonight with everything, and so the camera's going to be a little fixed. But one of the things I've learned about high school volleyball, it moves so fast, it's pretty hard to move that camera as fast as those young ladies are out there moving. As I said, it's the Pioneers and the Blue Jays. Clare comes in with a 2-11 record. Shepherd coming in at 8-4-2. However, don't be fooled by that 2-11 record from Clare. That a losing record going into Jack Pine play last year and ultimately ended up being Jack Pine champions. And when I look at their schedule, the losses are to teams that are 9-2, 15-2, 12-3, 17-4, 18-6, 13-3, 10-3, 10-5, 13-7, and schools like Oxford, Powamo, Saginaw Valley, Leroy Pine River, some really, really strong schools on their schedule. They've also got some big wins over Big Rapids and Harrison. So technically, as I look through, they would be 1-0 in Jack Pine Conference play. As I said, they are the defending Jack Pine Conference champions. Shepherd Blue Jay girls come into this game at 8-4-2 under Coach Sheila Sauerman. It is Coach Taylor for the Lady Pioneers, and this should be a fantastic one here tonight. Jack Pine rivalry volleyball. And when you look at Shepherd's schedule, some impressive wins as well there over Breckenridge, over some big schools like Owasso, Cedar Springs. They've got a tie with Bay City Western, and so they're expecting to make some noise in the Jack Pine Conference this year. Beaverton, Gladwin, probably always going to have something to say about that as well. It is the Woods Household pregame show. Got about 12 minutes or so here on the pregame clock. We will have no scoreboard camera tonight. As I said, I always try to provide the best viewing experience for everybody out there. And if we have the scoreboard camera out there tonight, it would be a little blocked by a hoop one way or another. And so your boy's going to do the best he can to keep you up on the score. And I'll also make the joke that high school volleyball, it moves so fast, I'm still learning so much at a time or two, I might actually kind of miss the score out there. And so if I don't got the scoreboard up there, you won't know all those mistakes that I make. We're going to take a break here on the Woods Household pregame show to hear from some of our fantastic sponsors, like the Bird All-America Grill in downtown Mount Pleasant, our postgame show sponsor, the only place you'll ever find this guy postgaming is at the Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant. And we're coming to you from the Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Also much love to Gates Drilling and Service, Clark Modular Homes, Weefrich Financial, the sponsor of our Zeta Batchelder Baller of the Game. Saw Brian Weefrich here checking out the action just moments ago. A big shout to him for being a big sponsor of what we do. Also love the Woods Household Appliance, this year pregame show sponsor, Brad Malley Well Drilling and Malley Construction. We're going to be back with more Woods Household pregame show right after this. You're listening to Jack Pine Volleyball here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Jenna Gates
and Kyle Gates here. We are the fifth generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years. We have all seen this sticker, maybe in Mount Pleasant, Beale City, Ithaca, or Traverse City. There is a reason you see that sticker everywhere. That's because Dick Sova Auto Sales has been selling sharp used cars and trucks for 3 generations. Stop in to see the Sova family in downtown Shepherd for your next low-mileage, immaculate car and see why they're known for over 40 years of fantastic customer service. Or you can view their inventory now at DickSovaAutoSales.com. Dick Sova Auto Sales, selling sharp used cars and trucks and supporting sharp student athletes. Powell Frame and Collision knows we all spend a lot of time looking out the windshield. So if yours gets cracked, dented, damaged, or destroyed, Powell Frame and Collision, along with their expert collision service, now offers expert auto glass replacement. Working with insurance, they can replace all makes and all models, including new advanced driver assistance system windshields. Mention you saw this ad and you can get $100 off of your windshield replacement. Powell Frame and Collision, downtown Shepherd. For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our Barberry Law Studios in our Woods Household pregame show. Woods Household Appliance in, well, just on the edge of downtown Clare, I guess you could call it. I feel like we're on the edge of downtown Clare this evening at Clare High School, getting you ready for high school volleyball action here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. The Clare Pioneers and the Lady Blue Jays of Shepherd kind of go through, I guess not really necessarily starters, but go through the roster here for both squads. For Clare, number 1, junior Brenna Campbell. Number 2, senior Kylie Wyman. Number 3, junior Hadley Louch. Number 4, senior Marley Clark. Number 5, junior Pam Allen. Number 6, senior Aria Smiley. Number 8, junior Amelia Rizick. Number 9, sophomore Lena Renner. Number 10, junior Hadley Jones. Number 11, senior Sierra Mills. Number 12, sophomore Bree Smith. And number 17, junior Riley Wentworth. For Coach Taylor and the Lady Pioneers. Sliding things over for the Lady Jays. For Coach Sauerman, number 1, senior Bree Sprague. Number 2, senior Natalie Donnelly. Number 3, junior Arissa Sines. Number 5, junior Avery Veal. Number 6, sophomore Brianne Smith. Number 7, sophomore Audrey Latowski. Number 8, sophomore Lillian Barton. Number 10, senior Jayla Trepanier. Number 11, junior Bailey Trepanier. Number 12, junior Elise McDonald. Number 13, senior Rissa Florin. And number 14, rounding things out, Miss Lila Curtis for the Shepherd Blue Jays. As I said, clock continuing to count down. Clare now going out there practicing some serves. Shepherd was just out there moments ago. Now they're kind of standing off to the side, watching how things go. And I always feel like that builds a little bit of intensity for both teams. You just kind of stand there and watch the other team warm up. Very different from other sports. You know, you think of basketball, you're on one end warming up, the other team's on the other end. When it comes to football, one team's warming up, the other team's warming up. Only baseball and softball, when you're doing the infield, is it like this. Like I said, there's that little bit of intimidation factor when you go out there and you're just super clean, super crisp on your infielding, whether it's high school baseball or high school softball. I've talked to one of the volleyball coaches because I'm still learning here. I'm not going to lie. Your boy is learning on the fly with the high school volleyball. But I'm very curious to see if it's something similar. If you got a girl out there that just really has a few nice serves, or you go up and you just kind of have a few big hits at the net, there's some intimidation factor there with the other team. We're going to take another break here on our Woods Household pregame show. We went through kind of who's out there. We're going to find out the starters together for both these teams as things went quickly as you had the freshmen and the JV. You see the one court out there. About a half hour ago, there was 2 volleyball courts out there and about 30 girls out on the court out there playing. And so we are ready for the varsity action here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. More love to our sponsors, J&J Auto, Balotco Pools and Spas, Konwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Graphics, our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive, and Bryce Updegraff, Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. We'll be back with more Woods Household pregame show right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7 and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Blockco Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blockco Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Pure sportsmanship is the most important thing in high school sports. When it comes to your home or business, Pure Plumbing just might be the most important thing. If your plumbing isn't pure, don't worry, no one needs to see the other angle. For Pure Plumbing, call 989-644-8928 or visit mipureplumbing.com. Block Electric Company in Wademan has been powering Michigan for over 30 years. There's no job too big or too small for Block Electric Company, like an entire school or something simple at the home, like making sure the outdoor lighting, thermostat, or ceiling fan is installed professionally. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric Company, and go Aggies.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside Clare High School in our Barberry Law Studios built by Konwinski Construction. Welcome back to our Woods Household pregame show. More love going out as we prepare for first serve here at Clare High School. Mount Pleasant Public Schools hiring bus drivers. They also need subs and parapros. Get started being a bus driver. They've got full benefits, paid training. Go to mtpleasantschools with an s.net to get started. Also much love going out Jared and the crew, Martinez Lawn Care, Bogwai Banga and Bradley, Powell Frame and Collision, Dick Silva Auto Sales, Brickner and Bunker Insurance Group, Block Electric, The Diner, WW Construction, All Seasons Fireworks, Pure Plumbing, Hanging by a Thread, along with GNS Mechanical. As I said, getting ready for first serve here. Looks like it's about time for the national anthem. So when that kind of rolls up, we will send it out to one more break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network and our Woods Household pregame show as we get set up for first serve. And with this just being the last volleyball game I did was a try, I guess, pardon me, to Brandy Gorkowskis and the crew at Mount Pleasant. Meant to do that Mount Pleasant Dow game, little connection issues, story for another day. But this is our second volleyball game, so I have seen Clare this year. Our first look at Shepherd, and when we saw Clare, it was a try with Beale City and Sacred Heart, so a best of 3. But this will be a best of 5 here this evening, so we could see 5 sets. And waiting to see. Again, you never exactly know, but it does look like everybody's heading out for the national anthem, so we'll send it out to one more break. We'll come back with first serve here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family. Call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary, he can be yours too.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes. Bogwai Banga and Bradley on Main Street in Mount Pleasant provides uncompromising integrity when providing tax and accounting services to individuals and small businesses in the Mid-Michigan area. Bogwai Banga and Bradley has an expert CPA ready to help you, whether you're an individual that needs help with taxes or a business that needs help with, well, just about everything. Bogwai Banga and Bradley is a leader in the community and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Visit them online at bwbpc.com or stop into their office on Main Street in downtown Mount Pleasant. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Martinez Lawn Care, just like our local football teams, can keep your yard looking good deep into fall, and we all know winter is coming. Call now to get on their snow plowing schedule. Find Martinez Lawn Care on Facebook or call them at 989-317-5536. Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance Group is Mid-Michigan's #1 team for protecting what matters most to you. Home, auto, life, farm, business. They offer a wide variety of coverage at affordable rates with the customer service of a best friend. Visit Brickner and Buckner Farm Bureau Insurance Group on Pickard Road or visit them online at bricknerbunkerinsurance.com.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. All set up for first serve with the Lady Pioneers of Clare and the Lady Blue Jays of Shepherd. Just went through, again, not starting lineup, but the full lineup for each team. And volleyball substitutions coming fast. They come in quick. We're going to do the best we can to keep you updated on the 6 ladies that are out on the floor each side. But again, the boys still learning a whole lot about the high school volleyball game, so bear with me. We are doing the best we can. And by 4 or 5, year 10, kind of like with football and basketball, maybe I'll have it down. But here we go, ready for some volleyball action with Pioneers of Clare and the Shepherd of Blue Jays. Whenever you're just a couple exits away on 127, it is always something special. Starters for the Lady Blue Jays, the 2 Trepanier sisters are out there, Jayla and Bailey. I also see Miss Elise McDonald out there. I also see Lillianne Barton out there. Also, Rissa Florian is out there too as I continue to look through. And last but not least, it is Arissa Signs out there. But Natalie Donnelly, the libero, is going to check in for Signs as I look over at Clare. Brenna Campbell is the libero. Also out there is Hadley Louch, Kylie Wyman, Sierra Mills, Amelia Rizik. And here on the near side, I believe that is number 6, Aria Smiley. So we are ready to go. High school volleyball action. Shepherd with the serve. Serving things up. It is the senior Jayla Trepanier. Shot for Wyman to go on the attack. Donnelly with not really a dig, but she's able to save that one in the back. They look for the tip at the net. It will be a point for Clare. And it was a nice job by Donnelly to not allow the kill from Miss Kylie Wyman, but it made for a very difficult play right at the net for the Blue Jays. Here comes the next serve. It's Smiley with the serve. Sent over. Rizik looking to set up Wyman once again for the hit. She tips it over this time, and it's going to work effectively for the point. Clare goes up 2-0. Again, coming into this game, Clare is 2-11. Shepherd is 8-4-2, but strength of schedule definitely in Clare's favor. And again, Clare didn't have the greatest record last year coming into Jack Pine Conference play and ended up winning the conference because of that tough schedule they played in the early season. Trepanier looking for the kill. It's going to be on the line. Nope, just out of bounds. Point will go to Clare, but a really nice shot there from Trepanier. It just missed. Remaining on the serve now with 3 straight points is Miss Aria Smiley to start set number 1 here. Clare Shepherd battling it out here for the first time this year. Looking for the big hit kill at the net. It's Rissa Florine, and she'll get it. It was blocked at the net, but into the net on the side of Clare. Thus the point for the Lady Jays. 3-1, Clare with the lead. Now on the serve for Shepherd, it's Braylee Trepanier. She sends it over. It touches the net, but goes over. A really nice serve there from Trepanier. Back row attack there somewhat from Mills. It's going to go out of bounds. Point to Shepherd. Braylee Trepanier stays on the serve for Shepherd. Again, there's Braylee Trepanier, the junior, and Jayla Trepanier, the senior. Another sister on the team last year that made it tough sometimes out there. That one's just going to go out of bounds here to the near side. Point going to Clare. 4-2, Lady Pioneers with the lead here in set number 1. Hadley Louch coming out of the game for Clare. Say those substitutions, those replacements, brought to you by our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive. If you need a replacement part for your vehicle, they've got you covered. Nice dig there from Donnelly. She'll send it over on the third touch. Free ball here for Clare. Trying to set up the big hit is Rizik, but it'll go out of bounds. Pardon me, it's Mills with the big hit there, but it will go out of bounds. Point to Shepherd. 4-3, Clare with the lead. Now on the serve is Rissa Florine. Coming in for Natalie Donnelly is Arissa Signs on the front row. Here comes a serve from Florine. Handled by Mills. Rizik looking to set up her teammate. Pardon me, that wasn't Mills. That was Miss Pam Allen with the dig and also getting the big kill there on the setup from Amelia Rizik. Substitution, Marley Clark now into the game or the match for the Lady Pioneers. Also in for Clare is Hadley Jones, and she's on the serve. Clare has a 5-3 lead here in set number 1 of possibly 5 with Clare and Shepherd here this evening. Trepanier looks to set up McDonald for the big kill. It's dug out in the back row. Excellent play from Clare. Allen sends it over. It's going to be inbounds. Point, well, no, they're going to say it was out of bounds. The point's going to go to Shepherd, 5-4. It was a big kill there from McDonald. Hadley Jones with a nice dig in the back row for Clare to keep it alive, but the Lady Jays are ultimately going to get the point. On the serve now for Shepherd is Lillianne Barton. Allen sends it over, and it's a nice spot to the donut hole right there. She kind of went up like she might go for the big hit and tipped it over right to the empty spot in the middle of the floor where there was no Lady Blue Jays. 6-4, Clare with the lead. On the serve is Clare, the setter, Amelia Rizik. Setter for Shepherd so far appears to be Miss Jayla Trepanier. McDonald's going to send it over. Rizik looking to set up Allen on the far side. She tips it over, and it's an excellent decision as it's good for a point. Diving was Bree Sprague, who's into the match for Shepherd. Big effort there for Sprague, but she wasn't able to connect. 7-4 is the score. Trepanier digs it out. Donnelly's now going to have to send it over. Somewhat of a free ball here for Clare if they can set it up. Allen looking for the attack on the far side. Donnelly looks to dig it out, but it's going to go towards the bench of Shepherd. Point will go to Shepherd. And my bad to the Shepherd coaches. I was supposed to hit record on their iPad right away, and I did it just about a minute ago, so they're going to miss a few points there. But my bad there to Coach Sauerman and the crew. I'll take the blame for that. Nice send over there from Trepanier. Now looking to save it is the other Trepanier. She does. Sent over by Jayla Trepanier. And it's going to be just out of bounds. Point will go to Clare, but a big-time effort there from the Trepanier sisters to try and make it happen. 9-4, Clare with the lead here in set number 1. Rizik remains on the serve. Sends it over with the left hand. Chance for McDonald on the attack. It's dug out, but it's going to go into the rafters. Clare looks to stay alive. Clark sends it over on the third touch, but it'll go out of bounds. Point to Shepherd. Nice effort there from Clare, a la just a moment ago like the Lady Jays. But after it goes into the rafters, it just seems like it's going to be really, really tough. Elise McDonald, the junior all-sports star, now on the serve for Shepherd. 9-5, Clare with the lead here in set number 1. That's going to go right out of bounds. 10-5, Clare now with the lead. So Shepherd coming into this match 8-4-2, Clare at 2-11. But I'll said it once, said it twice. I'll say it again. Clare's schedule absolutely ridiculous coming into Jack Pine play. Trepanier to set up her teammate, signs, sends it over. Wyman has to dive towards the net. She's not going to be able to get it. Point will go to Shepherd, 10-6. On the serve now for Shepherd is the libero, Natalie Donnelly. Much love going out to Dance Again, Consignment Shop in Wademan, Isabella Community Sportsplex, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Smith & Sons, the Beale City Village Store, and Sydney's Judges Bench. Serve is going to be right on the liner, out of bounds. Point will go to Clare. Looked good from my angle, but I always talk about the best seat in the house, brought to you by Woods Household Appliance. They've got the best view, and that one was just out of bounds. Marley Clark with the serve. Trepanier looks to set up Trepanier just barely over the net. A nice play there by Sierra Mills to keep it alive for Clare. Wyman now looking for the touch. She need to put a little bit more on that one. It stays on the Clare side for a Shepherd point. 11-7, Clare in the lead. On the serve, Jayla Trepanier for the Lady Jays. Bree Sprague coming out of the game, coming in for her. Lillian Barton back into the game. Now they're actually going to take a point and give it. They're going to say that point should have originally gone to Clare, I believe. Didn't see it, or maybe it was an illegal substitution. Something I might not even be familiar with, but it's now 12-6. Clare with the lead, and Clare's back on the serve. It remains Marley Clark, and so it must have been some confusion with that last point there. Clark sends it over with the right hand. Tipped over by Trepanier. Florine looking to set up Trepanier for the hit. She tips it over in a perfect spot. Wyman's able to keep it alive, but it was a double touch or the foretouch. Point will go to the Lady Jays, 12-7. Now the score. Clare in the lead by 5. Right now on the front row for Shepherd, it's Rissa Florine, Bailey Trepanier, and Lillian Barton. On the serve is Jayla Trepanier. Beautiful serve. Louch is able to dig it, but it goes right into Weinman and out of bounds into the Clare bench. Beautiful serve there from Trepanier. Also McDonald and Donnelly out there for Shepherd right now. For Clare, it's Aria Smiley, Amelia Rizik, Sierra Mills. On the back row, you've got Brenna Campbell, Kylie Wyman, and Hadley Louch. Louch with a nice dig there to keep this one alive. Wyman kind of clears out. She didn't need to. It's going to be a point for Shepherd. Little miscommunication there between the Lady Pioneers. Communication so important in high school volleyball when things are moving at such a fast pace. 12-9 is now the score. Shepherd trying to creep back into this one. Trepanier on the serve. She's got a nice little run going here. Rizik to Wyman. Wyman sends it to the back corner. Good for a point. What a clutch play there from Kylie Wyman to make it 13-9 and stop the little run there from the Shepherd Blue Jays. On the serve now is Smiley for Clare. Senior sends it over. Senior Donnelly with the dig. For the big hit on the far side is going to be Braley Trepanier. They're going to call it. It was a double touch or somebody into the net. Again, your boys still trying to get all the signs down from these officials. They work just as fast as these ladies out there. It's 13-10 now, Shepherd. What a serve. Somehow Wyman keeps alive, and what a play to send it over from Rizik. Now McDonald has to send it over, and it's going to be a touch from Shepherd. What a play. Wyman somehow kept it alive at the last moment. It was Rizik just kind of sending it over with a quick left hand. 14-10 is now the score, but right now the officials getting together to make sure they have things correct. Again, our score right now 14-10. Clare with the lead here in set number 1 of possibly 5 this evening with the Shepherd Blue Jays and the Clare Pioneers. Now some discussion between the officials and Coach Shannon Taylor on the far sideline. And you've got two very vocal student sections here. I don't think that was any issue because you want them loud. Pam Allen coming into the game for Hadley Louch. Again, those substitutions brought to you by Mount Pleasant Automotive. You need a substitute part for your car. Go see Zach Shell and the crew at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Wyman with the serve. Trepanier with the dig. Trepanier with the set. McDonald looks to kind of send it over with a, not necessarily a kill, but just kind of push it over. That's going to be a point for Clare. Nice execution of the blocking at the net on the front row. It's Rizik, it's Allen, and it's Sierra Mills out there right now. 15-10. Clare has the lead here in set number 1. Kylie Wyman on the serve for the Lady Pioneers. That one's going to be a little too long, 15-11. Shepard now with the serve as well. It'll be Rissa Florian on the serve for the Lady Jays. Florian sends it over with the right hand. Wyman with the dig to Rizik, looking to set up Mills with the kill. Nice dig in the back row from Trepanier. Now McDonald gets blocked at the net. A big-time block. That was Sierra Mills at the net with the block and the kill for Clare. It's now 16-11. Pioneers in front. Big-time play at the net for Sierra Mills. When you think about that Bill's custom fabrication of the game, it is going to be hard to beat the big block kill at the net from Sierra Mills. That was a big-time smash from McDonald. Just in the exact right place was Sierra Mills. That one's going to go into the net. Point for Shepard, 16-12 the score. And talking with coaches, you know, what's the number one skill that every girl should learn? And every time it comes down to that serve, because when you serve it into the net like that, it just is a free point for the other team. That's no good. 16-12, Clare in front here in set number 1. Mid-Michigan Sports Network, our Barbary Law Studios live in Clare tonight, built by Konwinski Construction. Nice serve there from Shepard. Wyman's going to look to send it with a back row attack, but that'll go into the net. Aggressive play there from Wyman in the back row. I think she knew if she's able to send that one over cleanly, it's probably going to be a point. But if not, it's going into the net. High risk, high reward play. 16-13 now. Shepard's kind of been behind by 3, 4, 5 points this entire set. Sent over Wyman with the dig. Marley Clark looks to get blocked at the net. They're going to say Shepard went into the net. Trepanier giving everything she had, but the point will go to Clare. 17-13 now the score. Substitution, Bree Sprague coming into the game, replacing Lillian Barton. On the serve is Amelia Rizik for Clare. Sent over, free ball here for Clare. Chance for Rizik to set up one of her teammates. Tapped over by Smiley. Clare with a chance to keep it alive. Now McDonald looking for the tip. She's able to get it right back up, but it won't be able to matter. It won't matter because there wasn't a teammate around here. McDonald went over with the hit. It got blocked right back to her. She was still able to save it, but as she did there was no teammates around her. 18-13. An excellent athletic play there from both sides. Clare just getting a little bit better of it. Big attack at the net right there. Woo, Arissa Signs with a big kill. Great awareness there from her. The ball was just kind of hanging around the top of the net. She soared up and just smashed it down. 18-14. McDonald on the serve for Shepard. Great serve. Goes into Allen and Clark, kind of both in the same space. It's going to be an ace for Elise McDonald. 18-15 is the score. Again, Shepard continues to trail by 3-4 this entire set. McDonald sends it over. Wyman with a nice dig. Rizik with a little center dump. Whoa, what a play there from Amelia Rizik. Sends it over on the second touch into the donut hole where nobody was for Shepard. 19-15, Clare with the lead. If you're not familiar with high school volleyball, playing to 25, win by 2. Trepanier sets up Trepanier for the kill. That was the setter, Jayla Trepanier, setting up her younger sister, Braylee Trepanier, for the point, 19-16. Again, it's been 3, 4, 5 points this entire set with Clare holding the slight lead over Shepard. Natalie Donnelly now on the serve for the Jays. 19-16 here in set number 1. What a serve from Donnelly, trying to handle it in the back row with Sierra Mills. It's going to go into the rafters. Point for Shepard. Are waiting to see the exact issue here. The officials kind of pointing towards the side of Clare like they should get the point, which has me a little confused there. And so still 19-16 on the board right now. 20-16 Clare with the lead there. So again, that's a little bit confused by that, but these officials know what they're doing a lot more than I do. Clare with the 20-16 lead and now on the serve. Wyman going for the big hit. It's dug out, also blocked at the net. Trepanier now sends it over with the two-hand touch. Louch, Wyman, dug out by Shepard. Trepanier to Trepanier. It's going to go out of bounds, but it was touched at the net, so the point to Shepard. It goes back to a 3-point match, 20-17. Senior setter, Jayla Trepanier on the serve. 20-17 is our score. Louch digs it out. Rizek looks to set up Smiley. She goes for the attack, kind of from not necessarily the back row, but pretty far back from the net, and it's going to sail on her and go out of bounds. 20-18. A 2-point game here in set number 1. Or 2-point match, should I say. Trepanier with the serve. It's a really good one. Dug out by Campbell. Now looking for the sideline attack is Wyman. It's going to go out of bounds wide to the far side. 20-19 is now the score. We've got a timeout coming from Clare. It's a good one from Coach Shannon Taylor. You got a feeling if Shepard can take the lead here, they could win this. But again, if you're Clare, you get that serve back, you're going to feel comfortable because you just been up 2, 3, 4 points this entire set. More love going out to our friends, Dog Central, Paul McFall and the crew, Barry Funeral Home, Boomer's Lawn Care, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Clare Pioneer Gear Headquarters, almost up north, and Stitches for Britches, Schaefer's Bait and Sporting Goods, along with Gross Farms, Barad Gross Electric, Kenneth Egger DDS, and the Fisher Companies. So more love going out, Barberry Log, Gates Drilling and Service, Bill's Custom Fab, the Bird All-American Grill, Clark Modular Homes, Weefrich Financial, Woods Household Appliance, Brad Malley Well Drilling, and Malley Construction. It's at Bill's Custom Fab, fabrication of the game, of the night, of the match. And a big-time block from Sierra Mills. It's going to be hard to replace that action at the net. Again, it was a great play from Elise McDonald going for the big hit kill, but a big-time block from Mills at the net, and still a long way away from deciding who will be that Zaid Batchelor baller of the game, brought to you by Weefrich Financial. Trepanier with the serve. Rizek looks to touch it over. It's also going to be hit at the net. They're going to say the point goes to Shepard. They're going to say either Trepanier or Florine kind of, I'm going to say housed it, just kind of came right over the top there of the set. 21-19 now the score, Clare with the lead. Smiley on the serve. It's a really good one, but Florine gets it towards the front of the net. She's now going to send it over with a ground ball. Rizek looks to set up her teammate. Going for the big hit is going to be Sierra Mills. They're going to say it was tipped, so it would be a point for Clare. It went out of bounds, but a big-time smash there for Mills. 22-19, Clare with the lead. Give more credit to Coach Taylor for that timeout. This one's going to go into the net from Aria Smiley on that set serve there, pardon me. 22-20 is our score. On the serve for Shepard is the junior Braylee Trepanier. Out there with her sister, Jayla Trepanier, Natalie Donnelly, Elise McDonald, Rissa Florine, and Lillianne Barton. Wyman with the ground ball, sends it over. Shepard looking for the tack. McDonald swings that big arm, but it's going to go into the net. Actually, they're going to say that Clare was into the net there. Or no, now they're going to switch. Pardon me, I'm trying to see the score here. And again, this is one of those, I'm almost glad the scoreboard's not up there because I say one thing happens and it's actually the other thing. But the point is going to go to Shepard, I believe the officials are saying. 23-20 is what it says on the scoreboard right now. Kylie Wyman is set to serve, but this one could be flipping around here. And so if that happens, it would actually be 22-21 with Shepard at the serve. So we'll see here what the switch is. Nope, they're going to leave it 23-20. Clare will remain on the serve. It's Kylie Wyman, the senior star. Sends over the little knuckleball. McDonald pushes it over. Gonna be right at the net. Clare somehow saves it. What a play to get it over for Clare. Now looking for the big play at the net is Florine. She's gonna get the point. No, they're gonna say it was out of bounds. Woo! Really, really close play right there for Florine as it just is out of bounds here on the near side. That makes it 24-20. Clare is in front here in set number 1, and they're going to have set point here and a chance to close out the first set victorious. And winning set number 1 is such a big deal. And again, earlier this year, I saw that try where you only had to win 2. Here tonight, you have got to win 3, but such a big momentum booster to win that first set. And again, it's hard to really compare it to anything else. Maybe, a wrestling match when you go out there and you get the first win of a wrestling match to try and compare volleyball to something else. Because it's not like winning the first quarter in high school basketball or anything like that. You actually go up 1-0 trying to get to 3. 24-20 the score. Kylie Wyman on the serve for Clare. Set point. Donnelly, McDonald in the back row, ready to go for Shepard. This one's actually going to go right into the net for Wyman, and she kind of just looks up at the rafters and can't believe it. 24-21, Rissa Florine on the serve for Shepard. She's been fantastic here in set number 1. 24-21 the score. Here comes the serve from Florine. Allen to Rizik to Mills. She tips it over. Trepanier keeps it alive, but it goes right into the net. That's going to make it 25-20 Clare here in set number 1. Again, you look at that schedule, those records coming in, you think Shepard's got to be the big favorite. But as I said, that 2-11 record, don't worry about that with Clare. They've played some big-time competition heading into Jack Pine Conference play, and this is the reason why. They are ahead 1-0 on Shepard. We're back with set number 2 right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com. Visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant. Call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Imagine a home that reflects your style. With WW Construction, that dream will become a reality. As a trusted Mid-Michigan builder, WW Construction specializes in builds and remodels that turn ordinary spaces into extraordinary ones. Join the growing family of homeowners who trust WW Construction for quality and craftsmanship. Call WW Construction today at 989-621-2722 to make your dreams a reality.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Well, welcome back to that action as we get ready for set number 2 here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Barbary Law Studios live tonight at Clare, built by Konwinski Construction. Clare up 1-0, winning it 25-20. It was 2 3, 4 points the whole way through. Shepherd actually had it. It was 23-20, and there was a little confusion, I don't want to say with the officials, with the scoreboard type thing. I thought maybe it could have been changed to 22-21. It stayed 23-20. Clare was able to get the next couple points, go on to win there. I might not have that all correct, but I said there was close on the scoreboard there. I thought maybe something was going to be changed. A little setter dump there on the second touch from Shepherd. Wyman now sends this one over. Nice dig from Donnelly. Trepanier looking to set up McDonald, the back row attack, and it's going to work. Big time effort out there from Amelia Rizik on the dig, but she wasn't able to come up with it. Nice play there from Elise McDonald, the junior from Shepherd. On the serve for the Jays, Jayla Trepanier. They lead it 1-0 here in set number 2. Wyman with the dig to Rizik. Looks to set Wyman back up. Nice kill there, but it's dug out, or hit, I should say, but it's dug out. Big time kill there. It's going to be a point going to Shepherd. On the attack there that time was Braley Trepanier, I believe. And get it moved so quick, I might possibly have that wrong. But it's Braley and Jayla Trepanier out there with Rissa Florine, Natalie Donnelly, along with Elise McDonald and Avery Veal to start the second set for Shepherd. What a serve right there, just barely over the net. Wyman with the attack. It's dug out. McDonald has to send it over on the push. Rizik sets up Smiley. Dug out by McDonald. Play there at the net for Veal. It's going to go into the net, though. Point will go to Clare. 2-1. Shepherd with the lead here in set number 2. Clare leads it 1-0. Out there for the Pioneers, it's Smiley on the serve. Brenna Campbell also out there with Kylie Wyman, Amelia Rizik, Sierra Mills, and Hadley Louch. Play at the net is going to go into the net. Donnelly looks to send it over. Now it's going to be sent over by Trepanier. Rizik looks to set up Mills. It's a nice setup, but it's a big-time dig from Donnelly to keep it alive. Free ball here for Clare. Rizik looking to set up Wyman. She just punches this one over. Trepanier, Florine, sends it over on the attack. Clare digs it out. Nice volley right here with both these teams. Attack from Wyman. It's dug out by McDonald. Trepanier to Trepanier. Looking for the back corner. It's just going to be out of bounds. I like the play, though. Like the attack there from the Trepanier sisters. Trying to set it up in that back corner. Just missing a little bit. Smiley remains on the serve for Clare. 2-2 here in set number 2. Whole lot of twos out there. Shout out to Aiden Mindell and Bogwat Banga and Bradley. Florine sends it over. Rizik trying to set up Wyman. She goes for the left-handed touch over, but it'll go into the net. 3-2 Shepherd in front, and now they're on the serve. Serving it up for Shepherd will be Braley Trepanier. 3-2 Shepherd in front here in set number 2. Great serve. Louch barely able to dig it out. Now Campbell's just going to have to send it over on the third touch as it went off the rafter. McDonald pushes it over. Wyman, Rizik, back to Wyman, looking for the attack. Right down the line for the point. Big time setup right there from Rizik, and a big time hit from Wyman for the point. It is tied up at 3 apiece. Kylie Wyman is now on the serve for the Lady Pioneers. Hadley Louch coming in out of the game. Coming in for her is Miss Pam Allen. It's Campbell, Wyman, Smiley, Rizik, Mills, and Allen out there for Clare. Big time hit from Sierra Mills. Waiting to see if it's in or out of bounds. It'll be inbounds. Point to Clare. Couple back-to-back smashes from the Lady Pioneers. And they're now in front. 4-3 remaining on the serve is Kylie Wyman. Getting some instruction here from head coach Shannon Taylor. Maybe where she wants her to send this ball. Wyman with the right-hand serve. Donnelly with the dig. McDonald chance to send it over. Rizik looking for the center dump. Second time she's done that tonight, and it works beautifully again into the donut hole. 5-3, Clare with the lead. And in between sets here, Amelia Rizik was honored. She is the record holder for assists for volleyball here at Clare High School as that one goes into the net from Wyman. And I want you to think about this. She is the record holder for career assists. She's a junior. She is only partway through her junior season, already the record holder. She's got the rest of this year and all of next year. That's going to be a record that's going to be very, very hard to break. Pam Allen sends it over with a ground ball. Play at the net. Nice block at the net from Sierra Mills. Shepard now the chance to set something up. McDonald sends it over. Free ball here for Clare. Allen looking for the attack, and she hammers it home. Big time kill from Pam Allen, and another nice setup out there from the setter, Amelia Rizik. Substitution coming into the game for Clare. It's Hadley Jones. Hadley Jones, Smiley, Wyman, Rizik, Allen, and Marley Clark now out there for Clare. Reset things here for Shepard in a moment. Nice cross-court serve there from Clare. Little setter dump is dumped over. Looking for the smash was Wyman, but a beautiful dig out there from Braylee Trepanier to keep it alive. Rizik now looking to set up Allen on the far side. Hammers it down for the point. 7-4. Clare goes in front. Now to reset things here for Shepard. It's Braylee and Jayla Trepanier out there with Elise McDonald, Natalie Donnelly, Avery Veal, and Miss Arissa Sainz. McDonald looking for the touch over. Now another setter dump for Rizik. Shepard ready for it this time. Nice play from Donnelly. Free ball here from Clare. Rizik looking to set up Marley Clark. It's dug out in the back row by Trepanier. McDonald now going on the tag. Nice dig from Clare. Great volley here from both teams. Veal sends it over. Rizik a chance to set up her teammate once again. Big play at the net from Pam Allen, and she'll get the hit. She'll get the kill. 8-4. Clare now up in set number 2. They lead it 1-0. Best of 5 here tonight between these Jack Pine Conference rivals. Say big shout out to our friends, the Bird All-American Grill in downtown Mount Pleasant. Bill's Custom Fab, Gates Drilling and Service, along with Barbary Law, Weefrich Financial, Clark Modular Homes, Woods Household Appliance, Malley Construction, and Brad Malley Well Drilling. That one goes into the net. Point to Shepard, 8-5. Shepard is in front. Or pardon me, Shepard trails Clare. Clare also in front, 1-0. Wyman with the dig. Rizik, Allen sends it over with the one-handed touch. Little dump there from Sainz. Play at the net for Allen's going to go into the net. Point for Shepard. So Clare's had some big kills in this second set. That one goes into the net, though. Now on the serve is Avery Veal for the Shepard Blue Jays. 8-6 is our score here in set number 2. Wyman looking for the dig, and it's a nice knuckleball, though, from Veal in the back row as it just kind of goes wonky off the arm of the Clare, I'll say, would-be defender. 8-7 the score. Veal remains on the serve for the Lady Jays. This one just barely over the net. Another really good serve. Rizik looks to set up Allen. Nice dig from the back row from Shepard. Now he's got to send it over. Free ball opportunity here for Clare. Wyman lets it go. It's going to be in. What a play from Donnelly. Just kind of had to send it over at the last second, but ends up hitting perfectly on the back row for a point. We are tied at 8 here in set number 2. Clare leads it 1-0. Serve's going to go into the net. Nice job by Allen and Rizik keeping it alive. Clark sends it over on the third touch. That one's just going to be out of bounds. Trying to locate that one was Arissa Sainz. Just barely missed it on the far side. Point will go to Clare, 9-8. Clare with the lead here in set number 2. Brianne Smith coming into the game for the Lady Jays. Rizik on the serve. It's a beautiful serve. Donnelly digs it out. McDonald sends it over. Great effort from Shepard. Now they scramble back to try and get back in place. Allen sends it over. She didn't get all of it, but it worked out perfectly as it just kind of duffed right over the net in no man's land. Point to Clare. They are now up by 2, 10-8 here in set number 2. Rizik on the serve with the left hand. Donnelly with the dig. It's a great serve from Rizik once again. Ground attack here from Trepanier. It's dug out. Rizik with a setter dump, read by Shepard. Now a setter dump from Shepard, read by Clare. Allen now goes on the attack. Beautiful dig from Donnelly. McDonald going for the back row attack. She hammers it home. Well, it was a big hit at the net, not a back row attack, pardon me, but she lands it right at the back line for the point. Big time hit kill there for Shepard, and McDonald is now on the serve. Had some great play at the net here from both teams offensively. Few of those hits, just nothing you could really do about it on the other side. Smiley goes for another one here, and she gets the big-time hit kill set up once again by Amelia Rizik, the all-time assist leader here at Clare High School. And I still think our Bills custom fabrication of the game is the big block kill at the net from Sierra Mills. Again, it's a big-time power in this second set. It's 11-9, Clare with the lead in set number 2. Mills keeps it alive. Wyman gets it over. Clark sends this one over, but it's going to be out of bounds. Clark a little frustrated with herself, but nice play at the net from her. Just kind of mishandled that one a bit. 11-10 is the score. Rissa Florine back into the action for the Jays. Florine, Braley, and Jayla Trepanier. Natalie Donnelly's on the serve for Shepherd. Elise McDonald and Breanne Smith, the other two Lady Jays out there. Smith with the dig. Trepanier looking to set up an attack for McDonald. Nice dig from Sierra Mills in the back row. Wyman now has a chance to wind up. It's going to be blocked at the net, but into the Shepherd bench. Big-time smash there from the senior Kylie Wyman. 12-10, Clare with the lead. Marley Clark, senior, heading back to the serve line. Sends it to, well, not over with the right hand. It's going to go into the net. 12-11 the score here in set number 2. Clare won set 1, 25-20. They were up by 2, 3, 4 points the entire set. Shepherd could just never really tie it, really get back into it. Well, they were in it, but couldn't really ever take the lead. Kind of the same feeling here in this set. You feel if they take the lead, they could maybe take control. But as I say that, that's Mills with another big smash at the net for the point. 13-11 Clare. Then if you look at the records, MHSAA.com coming into this game, Clare 2-11, Shepherd 8-4-2, but Clare, some of the teams they've lost to, some big-time schools out there. Play at the net for Florine. She smashes it home on the setup from the senior Jayla Trepanier. What a big-time play from Rissa Florine at the net. 13-12. And again, the fantastic play offensively at the net continues here in set number 2. Clare leads it 1-0. They're ahead by 1 point here, 13-12. That one's going to be just barely over the net. Diving to get it is Brenna Campbell, but it'll be a point for Shepherd. Tied now at 13 apiece. Remaining on the serve is Braley Trepanier for Shepherd. Rizik looks to set up Wyman here on the near side. It's going to go into the net. Last attempt to try and get it over by Mills. It'll fall on the side of Clare. Shepherd goes up 14-13. This is kind of a moment to remember right here. Clare's has kind of just barely been in the lead both these first sets. Shepherd now with a lead. Let's see if they can get some momentum here. Mills, play at the net. Veal looks to set up Florine. She sends it over. It's blocked, but stays on Clare's side. Wyman now with the chance to wind up, but it'll go into the net. And that's what happens when you don't got the perfect setup from Rizik. It's a little bit tougher for Wyman to line up. That one goes into the net. Shepherd now up by 2, 15-13. Trepanier on the serve. This one could be an ace. No, Smiley keeps it alive. Rizik sends it over. Florine, another play at the net. It's going to be just out of bounds. It was a beautiful location on the tap over from Florine where nobody was for Clare, but just on the outside of the green line here at Pioneer High School. 15-14. Shepherd remains in the lead on the serve for Clare. Miss Kylie Wyman. Wyman sends it over. It's touched in the front row. Trepanier sends it over, looking for the back row setter dump, but I was on the third touch. Allen sends it over. Donnelly now with the ground ball. Wyman, Rizik looking to set up Mills. She tips it over. Florine, McDonald, she taps it over. Point for Shepherd. Rizik was right there on the other side of the net, but such a timing game is volleyball, she wasn't able to send it back over. Shepherd remains up, or goes back up by 2, I should say. 16-14 here in set number 2. Clare leads it 1-0. Rizik to Allen. Dug out in the back row by Trepanier. Now McDonald sends it over. Wyman with the dig. Setter dump from Rizik. Beautiful read there from Elise McDonald. Sending it over this time is Science. Big time hit kill there coming from Sierra Mills. Shepard tried to stay with it in the back row. May have even had 2 or 3 touches on the back row, but just could not handle it. Big time play there from Sierra Mills. Think about the Weber Brothers Sawmill timber of the game. Who's been playing strong up front? If I'm going with one girl on each side of the net right now, Rissa Florine, Sierra Mills, they've both been great. 16-15, Shepard with the lead on the service, Clare. Play at the net for McDonald. Dug out by Clare. Allen sends it over on the third touch on the sideline. It's a beautiful touch there from Allen. Diving to try and save it was Braylee Trepanier, but it's a point for Clare. We are back tied in this set, 16-16. Clare on the serve. It's Hadley Jones. Cross-court serve is going to go out of bounds. 17-16, Shepard in front. Serving for Shepard will be Avery Veal. Substitution coming in for Clare is Sierra Mills. Veal on the serve. 2 Trepanier sisters out there, along with Natalie Donnelly, Elise McDonald, and Arissa Science for Shepard. Donnelly looks to set up her teammate Trepanier. It's going to be a little too long in the back, though. 17-17 is the score. Rizik will be on the serve for Clare out there with Sierra Mills, Kylie Wyman, Marley Clark, Aria Smiley, and Pam Allen. Comes a serve from Rizik. Trepanier sends it back to McDonald. It's going to be a little missed time. I think they're going to say that ultimately Trepanier went into the net. She's got a little bit of instruction right now from the official to make sure she knows exactly what happened on that one. 18-17, Clare in front. Looking to go up 2-0. Great serve there from Rizik. McDonald looking for the hit. It's dug out by Mills. Clare looks to keep it alive. What a play from Marley Clark and Sierra Mills to send that one back over. Another big play at the net for McDonald. It's blocked, but it goes way out of bounds. Point goes to the Jays on the big-time attack from Elise McDonald. She's now on the serve, and we are back tied 18-18 here at Clare High School. Set number 2. Clare leads it 1-0. Rizik sets up Smiley. Dug out by Trepanier. Now she's got a chance to go on the attack. Sends it to the back row. Read by Wyman. Allen now sends it over. Another dig from Trepanier. Chance for McDonald to come in for the back row attack. It's a big-time hammer. It's going to go into the rafters, and it's going to stay in the rafters. And so last time we saw this, I think Shepard thought they were going to get a point, but they ended up calling like a type of jump ball. And so I believe since it's stuck up there, we're going to stay tied 18-18, and Shepard, I think, will remain on the serve. Or Trepanier not right now, kind of heading over, wanting an explanation from the official. It's got the best seat in the house, brought to you by our friends at Woods Household Appliance. And so they are going to say that that one was tipped. And so the point will go to Shepard. They remain on the serve. The Lady Jays are up 19-18 here in set number 2. Clare leads it 1-0. McDonald with a nice serve over. Goes into the rafters again. Rizik's going to send it over. Free ball opportunity here for Shepard. Trepanier looking to set up McDonald in the back row. It goes into the net. Donnelly keeps it alive, but that was the 4th touch. We're back tied. 19-19 here in set number 2. Pam Allen is on the serve for the Lady Pioneers. Trepanier looking to set up her sister. Hammers it over. It's dug out by Sierra Mills in the back row. Wyman now goes on the attack. Shepard does a great job keeping it alive. McDonald sends it over on the 3rd touch. Ground attack here from Kylie Wyman. Trepanier to Trepanier. Goes into the net. Somehow, it's blocked, and Shepard's able to keep it alive, and they get the point. Great attempt from Pam Allen on the dive, but the point goes to Shepard. 20-19 our score on a great volley there with both teams. Rissa Florine back in for the Shepherd Blue Jays. Natalie Donnelly will be on the serve with Shepherd up 20-19 here in set number 2 of possibly 5 this evening. Serve from Donnelly. It's a really good one. It's going to go towards the back wall. Rizzick has sent it over. Free ball here for Shepherd. Attack opportunity for Trepanier, and she hammers it home. Louch was able to get her hands on it, but couldn't do anything with it because of the power, the smash from Shepherd. 21-19 our score here in set number 2. Timeout coming from Clare. Keep things right here. More love going out to our friends Bryce Updegraff and Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robin Strissman and Associate. Well, whole lot of real estate out there. Not so much when it comes to volleyball. And you got those 6 girls out there. It is pretty tight quarters. Also our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive, E&S Graphics, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Konwinski Construction, Balotco Pools and Spas. Yeah, been doing they're heating up out there. Well, both these teams have been back and forth. Nobody really letting each other heat up per se in this one, but it is warm here at Clare High School in the gym. I made the joke earlier that maybe the coolest room right now in Clare High School is the wrestling room behind me for my perch atop here at the gym at Clare High School. However, that's the rare occasion. Also, much love to our friends J&J Auto. There's been a few collision reports out there with the volleyball tonight. So much love to our friends Malley Construction, Brad Malley Well Drilling, Woods Household Appliance, Weefrich Financial, Clark Modular Homes, The Bird All-American Grill, Bill's Custom Fab, Barbary Law, Bob, Kyle, Sue, Jenna, and the crew at Gates Drilling and Service in Shepherd. 21-19 is the score. Natalie Donnelly on the serve for Shepherd. Really good serve. Allen looks to handle it in the back row, but it's going to go to the wall. An ace for Natalie Donnelly. 22-19 to score. Donnelly serves it back up in the back row again. Rizzick looks to set up her teammate Wyman for the hit. It's going to go into the net. Point for Shepherd. 23-19. Shepherd 2 points away from evening things up at 1 set apiece. Donnelly with serve. Rizzick for Clark. Dug out by Donnelly. Trepanier to Trepanier looking for the back row kill, and they make it happen. It was Jayla Trepanier setting up Braylee Trepanier for the big-time smash, hit the back line. It is now set point for Shepherd. Clare won the first set, 25-20. Shepherd now ahead here in set number 2, 24-19. A great run here for Natalie Donnelly. She remains on the serve for the Jays. Rizzick looks to set up Wyman. Wyman tips it over. Trepanier trying to set up Florine. And that'll do it. Shepherd takes set number 2. 25-19. And so we're headed to set number 3, and we know we have got at least set number 4 in this one coming as Shepherd takes set number 2, 24-19. We're going to send it out to a commercial break, and we'll be back with set number 3 as things are going back and forth here between the Lady Pioneers of Clare and the Lady Blue Jays of Shepherd. 1 set apiece when we come back with set number 3 here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher Day or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Malley Construction in Mount Pleasant are experts in residential and commercial construction. From poured walls, flat work, pipe work, and road work, Malley Construction does it all. And they are Michigan Department of Transportation pre-qualified. Malley Construction is family-owned and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student-athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right with Bryce Updegraff. With Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-620-6595. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our Barbary Law Studios here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 1 set apiece. Clare took set number 1, 25-20. Shepherd took set number 2, 24-19. Here we go, set number 3. Starting things off for Shepherd, it's going to be Avery Veal, Rissa Florine, Braylee Trepanier, Jayla Trepanier, Natalie Donnelly, and Elise McDonald. For Clare, Sierra Mills, Kylie Wyman, Amelia Rizik, Hadley Lauch, Brenna Campbell, and Aria Smiley. Great service, start things off. Nice dig, looking for the back row kill. I say the back row kill because it's Sierra Mills with the kill going to the back row. She connects 1-0, Clare with the lead. On the serve for the Pioneers, number 6, the senior, Aria Smiley. Trepanier, setting up Trepanier. It's blocked at the net. Great dig. Wyman's going to have to send it over with the ground attack. Shepherd now looks to keep it alive and sends it over on the third touch. Big time play there from Shepherd to keep things alive. Wyman now goes for the attack, and she sends it to the back row for the point. Big time effort from Elise McDonald trying to head to that back corner, but she couldn't quite get there. 2-0, Clare in front here in set number 3. We are tied at 1 set apiece with Clare and Shepherd. Made the joke that Campbells were up here watch the game with me that, I don't know if I haven't done a 5-setter. Boys going to be tired after this one if we go 5. Big time play at the net from Shepherd. They get the point. Lauch with the effort trying to come up with the diving dig. She won't be able to do so. 2-1. Shepherd in the lead. On the serve is the junior Braylee Trepanier. It's the junior Braylee and the senior Jayla. When you hear me go Trepanier to Trepanier. Wyman with a nice dig there on the serve. Sierra Mills sends it over with a ground ball. Chance for McDonald to make a play at the net. It's blocked by Mills. But on the side of Clare, they'll have to send it over with Wyman. Trepanier setting up McDonald. Big time smash. What a dig in the back row from Brenna Campbell. Now Wyman sends it over. Shepherd with a nice job keeping alive. Free ball opportunity here for Clare. Rizik looks to go for the setter dump in the back row. Nice diving stop there from Trepanier. Rizik sets up Wyman. It's blocked at the net, but does not matter because of the power from Kylie Wyman. 3-1, Clare is in front. Set number 3, we're tied at 1 set apiece. Kylie Wyman now on the serve for the Lady Pioneers. Chance for a play at the net from Florine. She smashes it cross court for the point. Big time play from Rissa Florine. Got Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the night. Who's been playing best at the net? Rissa Florine, Sierra Mills on each side of the net have been fantastic for Clare and Shepherd. Florine on the serve. It's a good one. Mills looks to make the play at the net. It's going to go right back to the side of Clare after the dig, and Mills is back there for it. What a job by Sierra Mills. 4-2, Clare in front. And it's set number 3. We are tied at 1 set apiece with Clare and Shepherd. On the serve for the Lady Pioneers of Clare is going to be Hadley Jones. Also out there is Riley Wentworth, Kylie Wyman, Marley Clark, Pam Allen, and Amelia Rizek. Chance for McDonald with the big play at the net. She just timed it there a bit, so it will go into the net. Point will go to the Pioneers. They now lead it 5-2. 24-19, Shepherd winning set number 2. 25-20, Clare winning set number 1. Those might have been the largest leads in each set. It has been really close here with these two rivals. Going for the big-time smash is McDonald. It will go wide. Point will go to Clare. 6-2, Lady Pioneers with the lead. Manning on the serve is Miss Hadley Jones. Trepanier looking to set up her teammate at the net. It's hit over. What a play at the net from Marissa Sines. It was a nice setup from the senior setter, Jayla Trepanier. These two setters here tonight, Trepanier and Rizek, always in the right spot to set up their teammate. Again, I want to say it's a pleasure to watch, but I'm still trying to figure it all out. Setter, though, they are the quarterback. They are the point guard of these offenses out here. They've always got to be in the right place at the right time. We've got two really good ones here tonight. That one just inside. What a play from Pam Allen on the kill. 7-3, Clare goes in front. Again, 5-6 points. That's been the biggest lead in the first two sets for either team as we are tied at 1 set apiece. Clare won set number 1, 25-20. Shepherd took set number 2, 24-19. Dump from McDonald. It's read by Clare. Now Clare going for the big attack. Allen's going to send this one a little too tall. Point will go to Shepherd. 7-4 now the score here in set number 3. On the serve, Elise McDonald for the Blue Jays. Donald sends it over with the right hand. Really nice serve. Rizek looking to set up her teammate, Smiley, and it's a great cross-court smash for the point. 8-4, Clare in front. Pam Allen will be on the serve for Clare. Tied at 1 set apiece here in set number 3. Trepanier going for the big-time smash. It's going to be just out of bounds. She wants there to be a tip. They're going to say it was tipped, I believe. The officials doing a nice job getting together right now and say the one called it out, but then the other one is saying, I believe that ball was tipped at the net. And so if it is a tip, they will switch it around. Instead of 8-4, I believe it would be, 7-5? And so they will switch things around and award the point to Shepherd. Natalie Donnelly will now be on the serve for the Jays. 8-5 the score. Shepherd won that last set, 25-19, 25-20 in set number 1 for Clare. Rizek to Wyman with a ground ball. Trepanier looking to set up her sister. It's going to be blocked at the net. Doing a great job just to try and keep it alive is Braylee Trepanier. It's such an athletic move when you go up, you get the hit, then you're blocked at the net, and you still have the wherewithal and the athleticism to get another touch of the volleyball to keep it off the ground. But oftentimes when that happens, there's just nobody else around you. You're just not able to get enough on the ball as you're headed back towards the ground, and you just kind of have to flail it and just kind of ends up hitting off you or hitting the ground. But a great effort there. Florine with another kill at the net, set up by the setter, Jayla Trepanier. Substitution coming into the game. Breanne Smith coming out. Avery Veal coming in for Shepherd. On the serve for Shepherd is the senior setter, Jayla Trepanier. 9-6, Clare with the lead here in set number 3. Oh, it's a beautiful serve. Hadley Louch diving with extra effort to try and come up with the dig, but it was in a perfect location out there for Jayla Trepanier. She will remain on the serve for the Jays. Out there with Elise McDonald, Natalie Donnelly, Avery Veal, Arissa Florine, and her younger sister, Braylee Trepanier. Out there for Clare, it's Smiley, Rizek, Mills, Wyman, Louch, and Campbell. A timeout kind of occurring on the floor. And I think there might be a little bit of confusion with the score right now. And Might have heard me fumbling it a bit moments ago. Right now it says 9-7, Clare with lead. It might supposed to be 8-6. That's what I'm coming with. I think it might supposed to be 8-6 here. But again, if this was basketball, your boy would feel confident enough kind of waving across, telling them, what the score is. But I don't feel confident enough to do that in volleyball. But I believe the score should be 8-6. We'll see if they're able to make that change. Right now it says 9-7 on the scoreboard. So I guess it's still a 2-point game. On the serve remains Jayla Trepanier. Just had an ace moments ago. This one's going to be a little long, and so maybe that break benefits Clare a little bit. Clare goes back up by 3. 10-7 is the score. Aria Smiley's on the serve for the Lady Pioneers of Clare. Somehow Shepard gets it over. Now they got an opportunity with McDonald. Rizik, Louch just has to send it over. Opportunity for a free ball here from Shepard. Trepanier looks to set up Flooring, smashes it into the net. Somehow Clare keeps it alive. Wyman sends it over with a ground ball. Trepanier looking to set up Veal. Dug out by Smiley. Now a chance for Wyman. She tips it over. Nice dig from Trepanier. Now Donnelly. Braley Trepanier sends this one over. To Rizik. To Smiley. Donnelly now with the dig. Great volley here with these two teams. Trepanier looking for the back row attack. Louch somehow keeps it alive, but it goes into the, not into the net, but underneath the net. What a volley there between those two teams. That is the funnest part of volleyball right there. When it's like, the play's not over. The play's not over. Somehow they keep it alive. And then when that happens on both sides of the net, it's a whole lot of fun. 10-8, Clare in front. Chance for Mills to go on the attack. Nice dig from Veal. Now Florian goes on the attack. She's just going to send this one long. 11-8, Clare in front here. It's set number 3. Clare, it's tied 1 set apiece. Kylie Wyman is on the serve for Clare. And big shout out to our friends, Woods Household Appliance here in Clare. Almost up north, Stitches for Britches in Clare. Great friends, J&J Auto, the Bird All-American Grill, Bill's Custom Fab at Gates Drilling and Service, and Weefrich Financial, sponsor of our Zayd Batchelder Baller of the Game. And it's going to be tough to come up with that. Right now, what I'm seeing from Florine and Mills at the net has just been a whole lot of fun to watch. There's been a bunch of other girls that have been great too, but some of the plays from those two girls are really sticking out right now. As I say that, McDonald with a big-time smash. Woo-hoo-hoo! And again, I'm still not having that replace our Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game on the block from Sierra Mills, but that's about as much power as you're going to see in a volleyball. Again, I still want to say the old school word spike, but the girls will laugh at me, and a big-time hit kill. 11-10 is the score. We've got a timeout on the court coming from Clare. I'm gonna reset things here for you. It's 25-20. Clare winning set number 1. It's 25-19. I might have said 24-19 a couple times. That wouldn't have been possible for Shepard to win at 24-19, my bad. But Shepard winning set number 2, 25-19. And that 5-point lead for Clare in set number 1, I believe, was the largest. That 6-point lead for Shepard in set number 2, I believe, was the largest for Shepard. And here we are again in set number 3 with both of these teams not being able to separate themselves at all. It's 11-10 Clare in set number 3. I've got a feeling this one could be headed for a possible 5th set and come down to the wire. Going back to last year, the volleyball I did, a lot of it was all sweeps. I think I saw a couple 3-1 matches, but again, I have not called a 5-setter. I'm real curious to see what happens to the environment in the gym if it does get to that 5th and final set. Nice dig from Florian, but it goes right off of the rafters, right back into the ground. Good effort from McDonald to try and get underneath it, but the point will go to Clare. They go back up by a deuce. It is 12-10. Out there for the Blue Jays remains the 2 Trepanier sisters, Braley and Jayla, Elise McDonald, Natalie Donnelly, Avery Veal, along with Arissa Sainz. On the serve right now for Clare, it's Hadley Jones. Trepanier with a centered up, and it's a beautiful one for the point. Now kind of reset it for Clare, as I mentioned. Hadley Jones, Kylie Wyman, Aria Smiley, Pam Allen. Also out there is Lena Renner. As I say that, coming out of the game is Hadley Jones. Coming in for her, Sierra Mills back in. On the serve, Avery Veal. 12-11, Clare with the lead here in set number 3. Rizik, chance to set up Mills as she comes in for the smash. It's going to go long, out of bounds. 12-12. Again, these two teams can just not separate from each other at all. 12-12 the count. Set number 3. Tied at 1 set apiece. Comes a serve from Veal. They're going to have a point going to Shepard on the serve. And again, that's one of those actually they're going to say that she must have stepped over the line. And so the point is going to go to Clare. You're going to look like they, blew the whistle and awarded the point to Shepard, but I think it was saying that there was a violation going against Shepard. So Clare's back up 13-12. Veal will come out. Coming in for Veal is Breanne Smith. Those substitutions are brought to you by our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive. They've got the substitute parts for your vehicle. Sign sends this one over. It's going to be blocked at the net, but it still lands on the side of Clare. I don't know if I should say that was blocked at the net when I say that, but it was partially blocked by Clare, but not enough. We're back tied. 13-13. Set number 3, tied at 1 set apiece. McDonald on the serve for Clare. Wyman, dig. Rizik, sent over. Chance for a hit opportunity here, but it's blocked at the net. Big time block from Lena Renner at the net. Lining that one up was Braylee Trepanier. I've got a feeling that's not blocked by Renner. That's definitely hitting the floor. 14-13. Clare is up. Pam Allen on the serve for the Pioneers. Sent over by Signs. Rizik with a chance to set up Wyman for the hits. Blocked at the net, but on the side of Shepard. They have to send it over on the third touch. Free ball here for Clare. Rizik looks to set up Wyman once again on the far side. She smashes it, but it's going to go long. We're tied again. 14-14. I feel like I need to keep saying it. Set 3. Tied at 1 set apiece. Talk about just how close these two teams have been matched up here tonight. Natalie Donnelly on the serve for the Jays. This one's going to go into the net. First mistake we've seen from Donnelly on the serve tonight for Shepard. She has been fantastic. Marley Clark coming into the game for Renner. She'll be on the serve. Clark, Lauch, Rizik, Wyman, Mills, and Smiley out there for Clare. For Shepard, it's Florine, the two Trepaniers, Donnelly, McDonald, along with Breanne Smith. Shepard gets the point there. We're back tied at it was to Shepard. 15-15. It's just 1 point one way, 1 point the other way. 1 point just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. These two Jack Pine rivals were tied at 15 apiece, Clare and Shepard. Wyman on the attack. Florine now on the attack. It's blocked at the net, but the ricochet goes all the way towards the Clare bench. Another big-time smash at the net from the senior, Rissa Florine. And Florine and Mills at the net. Man, have they been good. Also throw Allen and McDonald into that fold as well. And Trepanier as well for Shepard. Rizik looks to set up Wyman on the far side. She tips this one over. Doesn't really go with the hammer. Florine does go with a bit of a hammer. It's dug out by Campbell. Attack from the near side here, and Smiley. Now attack from McDonald coming from the back row. It's going to go into the net. Guess what? We're tied again. 16-16 here in set number 3. And both of these teams are tied at 1 set apiece. Smiley on the serve for Clare. Great dig from McDonald. Almost goes into the net. Veal just had to keep it alive. Free ball here for Clare. Rizik looking to set up Mills in the middle. Dug out by Donnelly. Now Trepanier sends it over. Rizik. Wyman with the tip. perfectly down the line. Great location there from Kylie Wyman. She gets the point. Clare goes back up by 1, 17-16. Set 3, tied, 1 set apiece. Smiley looking for a little bit of run here to help Clare take advantage, and she gets the ace. Diving with effort was Elise McDonald, but as she got her hands on it, she just couldn't control where that volleyball was going to go. It goes into the stands. Big time ace for Smiley as Clare goes up by 2, 18-16. Florine sends it over. Dug out by Campbell. Rizik sets up Mills. Great dig from Donnelly. Trepanier looks for that back corner, and she gets it. 18-17. Shepherd now with the point. And again, this match, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 18-17. Trepanier on the serve. Wyman with a little dump there, and it's a beautiful little tip from Kylie Wyman. Kylie Wyman, used to seeing her drop that hammer, and this time she comes up with just a little tip, little finger roll over the net for the point. Clare back up by 2, 19-17. Wyman on the serve. Donnelly's going to have to send it over. Free ball opportunity here for Clare. Rizik looks to set up her teammate Allen. It's not a great set for the first time maybe tonight from Rizik, so Allen just has to send it over. Now it's blocked at the net. Donnelly looks to keep it alive with the dive. Her and McDonald show great effort, but the point will go to Clare. They go up 3, 20-17. We've got a timeout coming from Shepherd. We will keep it right here. Clare looking to get the first momentum essentially of the set, as it was 11-10, 11-11, 12-12, like 13-13. I might not be exact, 14-14, but it just seemed like it was 1 point after another. 3-point lead from Clare. It's not big, but it seems big in this set. And again, you go back to set number 1 and set number 2. It's 25-20 victory for Clare in set number 1. It's a 25-19 victory for Shepherd in set number 2. I believe those were the biggest leads of each set. It's a best of 5 here tonight between these two Jack Pine rivals. Both of these teams have high hopes of winning the Jack Pine Conference in volleyball action. And when you look at the records coming into tonight, again, Clare at 2-11, but those 11 losses are to just powerhouse teams when you go look at their schedule. Shepherd at 8-4-2, a more impressive record, but not as tough strength of schedule, you could say. 2017, our score. Wyman sends over the serve. Donnelly digs it over, but it has to go over the net. There for the smash is Sierra Mills. 21-17. Clare up by 4. A chance to take control of this match here, going up 2-1. If they can hold on here, not let Shepherd get some momentum going. Another really good serve. Florian has to send it over. It won't even get there. It'll technically be an ace for Wyman. Clare now up 5, 22-17. Wyman remains on the serve. Taylor with some instructions for her senior. Wyman with the right-hand serve. Sent back over by Trepanier. Rizik looking for the setter dump. Great dig from Donnelly. Now a chance on the attack for McDonald's, blocked at the net. Somehow Shepherd keeps it alive. Donnelly sends it over. Florian with a chance at the net. She'll get the hammer. Big time effort from the Blue Jays and Natalie Donnelly to keep that one alive. It's now 22-18. And that's what I just talked about. If you were Clare, you can't let Shepherd get that momentum. Maybe that little flurry right there gives the Jays some mo. Rizik sets up Mills at the net. It's going to go into the net. 22-19. It was just 22-17 moments ago. Florian on the serve. It's a good one. Rizik sends it over with a little left-handed attack on the second touch. Rizik now looks to set up her teammate Allen on the far side. Great dig from Trepanier in the back row. Now McDonald sets it over. And she'll get the point. right into the donut hole where there was no defense. 22-20. Shepherd now with a 3-0 run to close the gap. It was just 22-17 moments ago. It looked like Clare was going to take control of this set. But here come the Jays, as it's been all evening long. Back and forth with these two teams. Mills sends it over on the attack. Nice play from Mills and Rizek to make that difficult for Shepherd. McDonald now sends it over. Rizek, play at the net. Somehow McDonald keeps it alive. Rizek looks to set up Allen on the far side. It's blocked at the net, but it's still a point for Clare as it falls on the side of the Jays. 23-20. Clare in front. Back in the game to serve for Clare is Hadley Jones. Here comes a 23-20 serve from Jones. Donnelly with a nice dig. McDonald play in the middle. Oh, what a shot from McDonald. She was right in the middle of the court. Sent it to the back left corner from her angle. And it was a diving attempt from Clare, but no one was home. 23-21. Again, moments ago it was 22-17 Clare. We're now at 23-21. Comes the serve. Play at the net for Allen. She goes for a little tip over. Somehow Shepherd keeps it alive. Trepanier sends it over. Free ball for Clare. Rizek looks to set up Renner. Tips it right to the corner where there was nobody home, right over the net. Waiting the call. The call will go for Clare. It is now set point for the Pioneers of 24-21. Remember, we're tied at 1 set apiece and a best of 5 here. Senior setter Jayla Trepanier wanting a little word here with the official. Substitution coming in is Breanne Smith. Here comes the serve from Rizek. Set point here. It hits the net, but gets over. McDonald goes for the attack on the far side. It's going to go into the rafters. Point will go to Shepherd. 24-22. Woo, boy, things are starting to get tight here. Both teams want a set. McDonald on the serve for Shepherd. Rizek looks to set up her teammate. It's Smiley on the far side. Her hit will go long. 24-23. McDonald will remain on the serve for Shepherd. Still technically set point here for Clare. McDonald into the net. And that will give the game to Clare 25-23. And if you're McDonald, that's not how you want to do it, but I can't give her any guff as she is one of the biggest studs that the Shepherd girls got. Doesn't matter what the sport is. Clare goes up 2-1. Set 1, they won at 25-20. Set 2, it was Shepherd, 25-19. Set 3, Clare by 2, 25-23. We'll take another break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. When we come back, set number 4, volleyball action. Clare looking to close it out against Shepherd. Looking to go back-to-back Jack Pine champions. They've already bested Harrison, but they know this Shepherd game is going to be one of the biggest tests of the season. And Shepherd, they want to make some noise in the Jack Pine Conference this year. Well, it starts with coming back and beating Clare. We're headed for set number 4. Clare is up 2-1. Back with more right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Weaverich Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weaverich Financial. Weaverich Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeaverIchFinancial.com. Visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant. Call or text 989-953-7888. Weaverich Financial, member SIPC. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Imagine a home that reflects your style. With WW Construction, that dream will become a reality. As a trusted Mid-Michigan builder, WW Construction specializes in builds and remodels that turn ordinary spaces into extraordinary ones. Join the growing family of homeowners who trust WW Construction for quality and craftsmanship. Call WW Construction today at 989-621-2722 to make your dreams a reality.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Set 4, possibly 5. Clare leads it 2-1 over Shepherd. Big time smash from Rissa Florine here on the near side, going for the kill. 1-0. Shepherd leads it here in set number 4, pardon me. Clare won set 1, 25-20. Shepherd took set 2, 25-19. Clare took set 3, 25-23. Rizik, little tip at the net from Sierra Mills. Those two just have great communication and chemistry at the net. Looking for a little bit of a back row attack there is Braley Trepanier. It goes into the net, 1-1 the score here in set number 4. Aria Smiley on the serve for the Lady Pioneers. Trepanier sets up Florine in the middle. Florine just sends it over. As an unbelievable athletic play from Sierra Mills. She missed time things and then somehow was still able to get a hand on it, but it didn't go anywhere. 2-1, Shepherd goes in front. Braley Trepanier now on the serve, the junior. You got the junior, Braley Trepanier, and the senior, Jayla Trepanier. Both been outstanding tonight for the Lady Jays. This one goes off of the rafters, but Clare's able to keep it alive and even get an attack out of it from Kylie Wyman. Rizik looking to set up Wyman once again. She goes for the hammer and drops it in the middle of the back row for a kill. 2-2 now the score here in set number 4. Coming into the game is Pam Allen. She'll replace Hadley Louch. Seems like they want Louch on that back row for the defensive specialist, and then they want to bring Allen in for the front row. Big hitter, big blocker up front. Wyman's serve goes into the net. Shepherd somehow keeps it alive. Great effort in the back row from Trepanier and Donnelly. Allen looks to hit it into the net, hit it over the net, but it goes into the net. Pardon me. 3-2. Shepherd goes up. And again, that effort from Donnelly and Braley Trepanier, big time effort. It's the second or third time that Donnelly's been able to make a big-time play just to keep the ball off of the ground to allow Shepherd to get the point. Florian on the serve, and she's going to get the ace. Allen had to go low for the dig. She could not control it. It sails out of bounds. 4-2, Shepherd in front. Set number 4, Clare leads it 2-1. Florian sends it over. Rizik, opportunity for Sierra Mills. Great effort from Florine and McDonald, but it's all for naught as the point goes to Clare. And a lot of times when it's the other team getting the point in volleyball, I still find I got to give so much credit to these young ladies. The amount of times that they dive on the floor, this gym floor, man, they just put their bodies on the line, try and keep the balloon off the ground, keep the ball off the ground, as the old coaches say. It's a play at the net for Marley Clark, but it's a really tough one. Point will go to Shepherd. Shepherd leads it 5-3 here in set number 4. On the serve for Shepherd is Avery Veal. Wyman with a dig. Rizik looking for the center dump. Donnelly with another diving save. McDonald sends it over for the point. Again, that's all Natalie Donnelly right there, the libero for Shepherd, just making it happen for the Jays. 6-3 is the score. We're in set number 4. Clare leads it 2-1. Veal remains on the serve. Out there with the two Trepaniers, Donnelly, Signs, and McDonald. Play at the net for Allen is going to go into the antenna, so the point will go to Shepherd. They now lead it 7-3 here in set 4. Comes a serve from the junior Veal. Wyman to Allen. Another dig out there from Donnelly, diving with one hand, gets a hold of it. Mills, Rizik, Allen looking for the attack in the back row. Donnelly can't save this one. Point will go to Clare. 7-4. Shepherd leads it here in set 4. The lefty setter Rizik on the serve, the all-time assist leader for Clare volleyball, and she's only a junior. So she is going to continue to rack up those assists. She racks up an ace there as she sends it over. 7-5. Rizik on the serve. It's another ace for Amelia Rizik. 7-6 now the score. Back-to-back aces from the junior star, Amelia Rizik. Sends this one over with the left hand. Trepanier looking to set up McDonald. It's going to be too wide. Call it 3 aces in a row if you want for Rizik. We are now tied at 7 apiece. A little bit of a run right here from the Lady Pioneers. Look like Shepherd could take control of the set. I believe it was 7-3, 7-4. Now tied at 7 apiece. Blocked at the net. Big time play there from Smiley, but Shepherd's able to keep it alive. Allen now with the tip over. McDonald keeps it alive. Smith sent over by Signs. Allen with another chance on the attack. Donnelly with another big time dig. Play at the net. Rolls over to Clare's side. Point will go to Clare. They're going to say, I believe it was Signs was kind of falling into the net. But again, Donnelly with another big time save out there. 8-7 the score. Trepanier looks to set it down the far side, and oh boy, McDonald timed that one right, and there was nothing anyone from Clare was going to be able to do about that one. An absolute hammer there from Elise McDonald. I feel like a bunch of times she's had the big swat for the big point, and then she's been on the serve. McDonald on the serve. 8-8 is the score here in set number 4. Clare leads it 2-1. It was 25-20 in set 1 for Clare, 25-19 Shepherd in set 2, and then 25-23 Clare in set 3. Serve for McDonald. Rizik, now Smiley. Blocked at the net, but stays on the Shepherd side. Point goes to Clare. Give Smiley the credit for the kill. Allen on the serve for Clare. 9-8, Pioneers in front. A beautiful serve right into the middle. Nobody home for Shepherd. An ace for Pam Allen. So you've had 2-3 aces there from Rizik and now one from Allen. Clare really scoring off the serve here in the 4th set. As I say that, Allen hits that one into the net. The point goes to Shepherd. 10-9 is the score. Rissa Florine back into the game for the Jays. It's her, Jayla and Braylee Trepanier, Elise McDonald, Breanne Smith, and Natalie Donnelly is on the serve right now for the Jays. 10-9. Somehow Marley Clark gets that one over. It goes through the netting here. Somehow 1 in a million shot right there. I don't know how that just happened, but these girls are focused and continue to play. Block at the net, and I'm going to kind of point. If you look up here towards the top, that is where that ball went through on that net. And if you're Trepanier, you're saying, how is that legal? But if you're the official from your vantage point, it didn't hit anything. No trajectory was changed. 11-9. Clare is in front. Marley Clark on the serve. Out there with Hadley Louch, Kylie Wyman, Amelia Rizik, Sierra Mills, and Aria Smiley. Play at the net for Smiley is going to go into the net. Point to Shepherd. 11-10. Clare with the lead. It's set 4. Clare leads it 2-1 over Shepherd. On the serve is Jayla Trepanier. Beautiful serve. Chance for Mills to make a play at the net. Another dig from Donnelly. Sent over. Kind of push there. Big time play at the net from Wyman's blocked and then dug out. Another play at the net. This time it's blocked on the side of Clare to the Shepherd side. A block kill there for Clare. They're up 12-10. It's set 4. Clare leads it 2-1. Smiley on the serve. McDonald sends it right back over on the pass. Not much you could do about it. Dowling now puts this one high up in the air for her teammate. Trepanier goes up and gets it. Somehow Clare keeps it alive. Trepanier to setter dump. Rizik now with a hammer with the left hand on the near side. You think Rizik's going to set up somebody with the beautiful set because she does it all night long. And then 2 or 3 times she has dropped a beautiful setter dump. That time, not much of a dump, but a bit more of a hammer. Woo! Showing that she can go up and be a big hitter as well is Rizik, the junior, the all-time assist leader for Clare High School, and she's only a junior. Nice ground attack there from Veal. It's going to be good for a point from Shepherd. 13-11 is our score here in set 4. Clare is up 2-1. Shepherd wins this set. We will move to a 5th and deciding set. Clare would love to get out of here a little bit earlier. Wyman sends it over on the ground ball. McDonald sends it over with a push. Wyman was there. She kind of got the ball, just kind of went into the middle. Nobody went for that second touch. It'll be a point for the Jays, 13-12. On the serve is the junior, Braylee Trepanier. 13-12, Clare with the lead. They're up 2-1 here in set 4. Jack Pine volleyball action. Wyman, the ground ball from the back row is going to go into the net. So Clare just didn't get themselves set up great on that time. Shepherd was able to take advantage. Now 13 apiece here in set number 4. Comes a serve from Trepanier. Rizik looking to set up Mills, and she will. Sierra Mills and Amelia Rizik just have this communication that only comes with playing volleyball together a whole lot. And Mills just seems to be able to know when to time her jump by the body language of Amelia Rizik. It's just a pleasure to watch. 14-13, Clare is in front. Trepanier sets up Florine. Nice dig from Smiley. Allen now sends it over. Another opportunity for Florine, but this one's going to go into the net. 15-13, Clare is in front. If you're Clare and Coach Taylor, you now start to think we're 10 points away from possibly getting the W here. And if you're Coach Sauerman from Shepherd, when do you start thinking about maybe taking that timeout? As I say that, Wyman hits one into the net. 15-14 is the score. Rissa Florine will be on the serve for Shepherd. Natalie Donnelly coming out of the game. Replacing her is Arissa Sainz. Comes a serve from Florine. Wyman, the dig. Chance for Allen now at the net. McDonald digs it out for Shepherd. Trepanier. Veal looks to make the play at the net. It's blocked by Sierra Mills. Again, the timber of the game brought to you by Weber Brothers Sawmill. You think of Sierra Mills, you think of Rissa Florine. And I haven't really mentioned the assist of the game brought to you by Mumford Oil and Gas Supply. But that's got to be going to the 2 setters. They've been terrific out there. Jayla Trepanier, and the all-time assist leader, Amelia Rizik, for Clare. Attack in the middle from McDonald. It's going to go long. Point will go to Clare. 17-14. Clare in front. 8 points away from a possible huge Jack Pine Conference victory. If you're Shepherd, you got to come back and take it to a fifth set now at this point. That one goes into the net there from Jones. On the serve now for Shepherd, it's Avery Veal. It's Veal, the two Trepaniers, Donnelly, McDonald, and signs out there for Shepherd. For Clare, it's Clark, Wyman, Mills, Allen, Rizik, and Riley Wentworth. Or Kylie Wentworth. Pardon me to Miss Kylie. A little bit of floor work to be taken care of out there. We're set to go. 17-15 the score. It's set number 4. Clare leads it 2-1. Big-time dig from Wyman. Rizik looks to keep it alive, but she won't be able to. 17-16. And this is what we've had all evening long. 1 point match. 1 point separating these two teams in each set. And then as we get closer towards 2025, one team seems to separate. Who will separate here in set number 4? Will it be Shepherd sending it to a fifth set, or will it be a Clare closing this one out? Great play from Rizik and Wentworth to get that one over. Play at the net for McDonald. It's going to go into the rafters here. That'll give the point to Shepherd. We're now tied 17 apiece here in set number 4. Veal on the serve. Rizik looking to set up Allen on the far side. It's going to be tipped at the net, but nothing Shepherd can do with it. 18-17. Clare back in front. Smith replacing Veal for Shepherd. On the serve is Amelia Rizik for Clare. She's had a few aces here tonight. She could get 1 or 2 here. It'd be a big deal for her team. McDonald looking for the play at the net. She'll send it right down the line for the point. And we are back tied 18-18. It's set number 4. Clare is up 2-1. I feel like this is the first time doing volleyball where things have gotten really intense, really down to the quote-unquote nitty-gritty, as I say sometimes. Donald with the serve to Allen. Rizik looking to set up her teammate on the far side. It's in for Smiley. 19-18. Another beautiful assist there from Miss Amelia Rizik. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist to the game type of stuff right there. Great serve just over the net. Trepanier sends it over. Free ball opportunity here for Clare. Rizik looks to set up Wyman on the far side. She just punches it over. Now a chance for Trepanier. She goes with the hammer. She gets the point. Big time play. Jayla Trepanier setting up a Baraley Trepanier for the hit kill. It is 19-19. On the serve for Shepherd, Natalie Donnelly. She's been terrific all night long from her libero position, and in particular, I think, here in this 4th set. Rizik tries to set up Wyman on that far side. It's dug out of the back row by Elise McDonald. Trepanier going for the kill. Dug out by Clare. Smiley sends it over on the 3rd touch. Free ball here, opportunity for Shepherd. McDonald coming from the back row. Beautiful diving save from Wyman. Smiley and Rizik run into each other, but still get it over. Now Shepherd sends it over on the 3rd touch. Rizik sets up Wyman for the hammer and the point. 20-19. Clare goes up. Big time effort there with Rizik and Smiley to keep it alive. They kind of banged into each other, but were able to stay with it. Marley Clark on the serve for Clare. Trepanier sets up her sister for the smash. I talked about the communication between Rizik and Mills earlier. Very, very similar with Jayla Trepanier, the setter, and Braley Trepanier coming in for the big-time smash. We're tied at 20 apiece here in set number 4. What an evening of volleyball this has been. Mills goes to the smash. Donnelly digs it out, but it was a hammer from Mills, and so it goes towards the stands. 21-20, Clare in front. Aria Smiley on the serve for the Lady Pioneers. They're up 2-1. Need 4 points to win the match. Another dig from Donnelly, but there's nobody home on the far side of the court for Shepherd. 22-20. Clare goes in front. I start to think about that Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by my friends Brian Weifrich and the crew at Weifrich Financial. I'm kind of thinking it might have to be the combination of Miss Rizik and Sierra Mills. 2 of them have been terrific, but if we're going to give a little nod of the cap, it probably goes, well, it's a tough one. You know, I always like to give thanks to the seniors, but then the junior Rizik is getting the big accolades tonight of, you know, becoming the all-time assist leader for Clare as a junior, and so kind of a toss-up there. Again, Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game is going to Miss Rissa Florine from Shepherd and Sierra Mills from Clare. They have been outstanding at the net. Also shout-outs out to Braley Trepanier and Elise McDonald, and for Clare, Aria Smiley and Pam Allen. And Miss Kylie Wyman. Smiley on the serve. Clare needs 3 points to win the match. That one's going to go into the net. Excellent serve there from Clare. Donnelly dug it out, but it just kind of went back into the net. Smiley will remain on the serve, 2 points away from winning the match for the Pioneers. And our Bird All-American Grill post-game show coming up. Talk about some of the accolades, and oh boy, talk about the big-time matchup we've got on the gridiron coming up on Friday. Rizik sets up Mills. She'll get the kill. 24-20. Match point for Clare. Up 2-1. They won set number 1, 25-20. Looking to win set number 4 here with a similar score. Comes the serve from Smiley. It's going to be long. Shepherd, like the Bee Gees, staying alive. On the serve for Shepherd, the junior, Braley Trepanier. She's been terrific all night. Great serve. Little tip over and winning it's going to be Rizik. What a play from Amelia Rizik to win it. She just kind of flicked that one over with the left hand, and it will be a winner for the Clare Pioneers. They win set number 4. It says 25-21 on the scoreboard, so Clare will win it 3-1 over Shepherd. And again, you look at that schedule for Clare. They played a tough schedule to prepare for Jack Pine play. They're 2-11 overall coming into tonight, but after this one, they're 3-11, and most importantly, 2-0 in Jack Pine Conference play. We're going to be back after a commercial break with our Bird All-American Girl post-game show right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary. He can be yours too.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes. Volleyball and Bradley on Main Street in Mount Pleasant provides uncompromising integrity when providing tax and accounting services to individuals and small businesses in the Mid-Michigan area. Volleyball and Bradley has an expert CPA ready to help you, whether you're an individual that needs help with taxes or a business that needs help with, well, just about everything. Volleyball and Bradley is a leader in the community and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Visit them online at bwbpc.com or stop into their office on Main Street in downtown Mount Pleasant. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Martinez Lawn Care, just like our local football teams, can keep your yard looking good deep into fall, and we all know winter is coming. Call now to get on their snow plowing schedule. Find Martinez Lawn Care on Facebook or call them at 989-317-5536. Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance Group is Mid-Michigan's #1 team for protecting what matters most to you. Home, auto, life, farm, business. They offer a wide variety of coverage at affordable rates with the customer service of a best friend. Visit Brickner and Buckner Farm Bureau Insurance Group on Pickard Road or visit them online at bricknerbunkerinsurance.com.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome on into our Bird All-American Grill post-game show. To put a bow on this one, Clare Best Shepherd 3-1 to win the match. They're now 2-0 in Jack Pine Conference playing again. They had a loaded early season schedule with Coach Taylor and the crew. But when I talked to her, season preview for Clare, that was by design. Last year, they win the Jack Pine Conference. They win a district. They have the same type of goals this year, thus the hard schedule in the early part of the season. So again, Clare is now 3-11 on the year. Not a great-looking record, but you go look at the teams that they've lost to. They are going to be a power in the Jack Pine Conference. Shepherd falls to 8-5-2. I think still a lot of Jack Pine Conference head. Both these teams still have hopes of winning that Jack Pine Conference championship. Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game. I mean, you got Mills, you got Smiley, you've got Allen, you've got Wyman at the net for Clare. For Shepherd, it was Rissa Florine, Elise McDonald, Braylee Trepanier. Veal was also up there as well, playing solid. But, going with our Zaid Batchel, their baller of the game, brought to you by our friends at Weefrich Financial, and we'll also say the Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist of the game, Amelia Rizik, the junior setter, got honored tonight, all-time assist leader for the Lady Pioneers, and she still has another year and a half of volleyball ahead. It's just crazy. And then when I was trying to decide between her and Sierra Mills, she ended up having the game-winning play. And it was a sweet little play, just kind of a left-handed dump over the net to finish things off. Clare wins it 3-1. Set number 1 was Clare 25-20. Shepherd took set 2, 25-19. Clare took set 3, 25-23. And set 4, 25-21. Chris Botman sign off till Friday. Myself and Adam Gursky will be live at McBain High School for a big-time matchup. 2-1 McBain hosting 3-0 Beale City. You go back the last 10 years or so, the Highland Conference has gone through that game. I expect it to be a similar story this year. So make sure you join us. We're around 6:30, 6:45 or so for our Woods Household pregame show for Friday Night Lights. Beale City, McBain. Here tonight, Clare winner, 3-1 over Shepherd. Chris